Today on Unaware, we welcome you. Turn out the wrath with water in our mouths.
And it's currently, what time is it? 5:11. And it's already dark out.
Well,
don't you love winter?
This is the middle. We are living in the middle of November right now, and it is chilly out here.
It's cold as hell out here.
And to add insult to injury, we got cold water.
Yep, we're gonna be reading jokes. And to help both of us, let's just say if we have to spit because it's funny, let's spit on the porch, because if we both get water on us, then it's gonna be frigid.
And also, let's try not to get pneumonia.
Yeah, let's. All right. So, how is this gonna work? We have water in our mouths. It's trying to laugh, but the joke aspect is going to work because we're gonna go on, I'm assuming, Reddit, and just look through different jokes, and we'll alternate. I don't know. Do you want to do the water first? Because, oh my god. So I went to the doctor's recently. He told me, now don't eat anything fatty. I said, like what? Bacon, burgers? He said, no, I'm calling you a fatty. Don't eat anything. Or I'm too crazy. Okay, I read that joke.
Okay, now it's your turn. Because I passed that joke. Now it's your turn.
I didn't think we were going joke by joke, but okay.
I searched a list of 10 puns to find one that made me laugh. No pun intended. TEN space DID.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you passed it. Fuck.
Because no pun intended. Because
Yeah.
he searched up 10.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to maybe censor the second one, but it's hilarious.
Nah, say it anyway.
Let's do the other one first. Alright, you need the water in your mouth before I tell it to you. Guy goes to get a checkup. The doctor says, listen, sir, you have to stop masturbating. The man goes, why? I thought it was good for you. He said, because I'm trying to examine you. Stop moving. Oh, we're way too good at this. So a cop car pulls over a car with two priests in the front and passenger seat. The cop makes his way up to the window and says, hey, have you guys seen these two people? We're looking for two child molesters. The priests look at each other for a second and then turn back to the cop and says, we'll do it. Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, that's just wrong, man. That's just wrong.
I had to.
Oh my god.
It's gonna go fabulously. I'm too busy shivering.
Yeah, me too. I have two pieces of bad news. The doctor says, what are they? Well, the first piece of bad news is that you have cancer. What's the second piece of news, he asked. Well, the second piece of bad news is that you have Alzheimer's. The man laughs and says, well, at least I don't have cancer. Okay, that wasn't really...
The one saving grace is that I've heard that joke before. Do you get the joke?
No.
Alzheimer's is a disease where you forget things quickly. The man literally just told him he has cancer, and because he has Alzheimer's, he already forgot it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I probably would have laughed if I would have heard not have heard the joke before, but I've heard the joke.
I can go to iFunny, you'll find some of the stuff there. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so two hobos were walking down by the train tracks. On their way, they saw a dog sitting in the middle of the tracks and turned into that weird position that dogs and cats do when they clean down there. Mm-hmm. And the one hobo says wistfully, gee, I wish I had the ability to do that. And the other hobo looks at him and says, you know, you could start by petting him first. Oh god. We're both going to hell.
Okay.
Immediately. Gobble gobble that water, I guess. We only have to do a couple more, because Jesus, I'm turning into an icicle out here as we speak. So these two guys are walking their two dogs down the road. Casually just walking, and around the corner comes this lady. She's got her dog. As soon as she comes around the corner, the lady dog stops and starts running away, just bolt in the other direction. Mm-hmm. And the two male dogs pulled off their leashes and started chasing after her. They had to have ran for a good 30 minutes, over the bridge, down by the post office, behind a bunch of neighbors' yards, just over and over and over, just running. After another 15 minutes, one of the male dogs looks at the other and says, "That guy's a bitch." And the second guy looks back at the first one and says, I sure hope it is. Oh, God. So here's where the joke begins. So a guy picks up a transvestite and tries to take it, let's just call it. I haven't even got to the joke yet. I haven't even got to the joke yet.
Calling it an it.
Yeah, because what else do you call it? It's not a him, it's not a her, it's an it.
Okay.
Okay. Guy picks it up and they try to go back to his hotel room. His friend comes up to him and says, dude, what are you doing? You can't do it. You'll regret it. And the guy's like, come on, it'll be fine. And his friend's like, okay, but don't say I didn't warn you. Mm-hmm. So they go back and they get busy, and next morning his friend is walking down the street and he sees his buddy sitting on a bench with his arms curled. And he's like, was it fun? And the guy's like, dude, I saw some weird stuff. And the friend's like, well, what do you mean? And he's like, well, not only did the drapes match the curtains, but I'm pretty sure I saw a curtain rod in there too.
I was like calling it an it. A transgender an it is pretty funny. How many Jonas does it take to change a light bulb? 1. Well, you're efficient and don't have humor. Okay. Fuck that one. Another one! Come on, there's no good ones on here. Why did you have to choose that? Okay. Wife calls her husband and says, be careful driving home. Some complete moron is driving down the wrong side of the motorway. The husband replies, there's not just one, there's bloody hundreds of them. Okay. That sounds like a blonde joke. Okay, what did the guy say before he kicked the bucket? Want to see how far I can kick this bucket?
I almost laughed at the motorway joke because if you get it, pretty much said, be careful, there's some moron driving on the wrong side of the freeway. Mm-hmm. And he said, there are bloody hundreds of them, which means he's the guy driving on the wrong side of the driveway and he's looking at all the oncoming traffic.
Okay.
I got a quick blonde joke before we end the video. I gotta remember how it goes. I might screw it up a little, but it's still funny. So this blonde's driving in her car and she ends up passing by a farm.
Okay.
And she sees one of the cows sitting in the pasture. And for whatever reason, she decides she wants to try and get it. So she walks in and try to find the person who owns the farm.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, hello ma'am, how can I help you today? And the guy goes, the blonde goes, I want to try and buy one of your cows.
Okay.
And the guy's like, sorry, those are all mine, I need them. I can't sell them to you. And no matter what she does, he won't sell it to her.
So she becomes the cow.
Boom, funny.
Okay.
So she goes back out, grabs a brunette wig, puts it on, and comes back, grabs the cow, brings it to him, and asks if she can sell it, or if she can buy it. And the guy goes, come on, ma'am, I know it's you. And she goes, how did you know it's me? The farmhand goes, because that's my dog.
Okay.
I know I screwed up somewhere in there, but
yeah.
the end is the same.
Alright.
Okay, we are going to go inside before we freeze. Subscribe. Oh my god, it's so